Okay.
There you go.
Okay. So what are your guys' thoughts on Split?
Chris.
Not a fan.
Not a fan?
No.
Whoa. They were liked at least a little bit.
Oh, I mean, I like.
Please explain.
I,
Yeah, I would
I,
like
I
to
mean,
know.
I like some parts, of course, but I think overall, I don't get it. Like, I don't get why people are loving it exactly. People are saying it's great and all that. I just think it's a January movie. It's nothing great. It's not.
What?
Yeah.
You put this in the category of Bye Bye Man?
No, in the sense that it's a passable movie. Yeah, it wastes of time. It's better than the rest, but it's fine.
Please explain more. I really want to know this.
Well, James McAvoy, apologies, is the only good performance in the movie. The rest are just kind of dull. The girls aren't very interesting. I kind of wish they died. I'm glad two of them did. Um, the psychiatrist, I thought she was overacting. She seemed corny in parts, and I thought she was much more crazier than James McAvoy. So she didn't really sell that she was a psychologist, whatever the fuck she was. I thought it was weird that they connected it to Unbreakable because you see Bruce Willis at the end
Yeah.
there, and that to me didn't mesh well with the little girl implied that she was sexually assaulted by her uncle. It feels very weird to connect these two movies. It makes sense because it explains McAvoy's like powers and shit. But a little girl got raped by her uncle. It's like that's just more heavier than fucking anything on Unbreakable.
To be fair, so did um James McAvoy's character, who he played. Like, I really don't know who to say. Like how to name his character because there's multiple people in there.
There are times where I couldn't keep up with the names. I'm just like, yeah, I'm sure they'll explain it. They did.
Yeah, but so did he. He got raped when he was a kid.
I thought he was just hit by his mother.
Yeah, it
Because it just shows
never,
what the
So
code.
sexually assaulted. There you go.
I
That
don't
was
know.
it.
but it never
They said it.
implied
It
that.
never
They said
implied
that.
it.
He was assaulted by his mother.
Was it? I didn't get. I got that. He
They
physically
literally
assaulted.
said that. They literally said that.
Did they?
Yes,
I
I
don't.
remember.
I don't remember.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that whatsoever.
What?
I remember. I just thought he got beat. His mom beat the shit out of him, and that's why. I mean, the only reason I don't think it's as bad the girl getting raped because it shows a bit of empathy between people who've been victims. Like it's nice, but it's fucking weird that it's like if it was just his own movie, I'd be like James McAvoy's stupid Spider-Man or better. He gets weird. It's fucking silly. But you connect to Unbreakable, it's not as silly. But then the girl getting sexually assaulted by her uncle is just like completely right the
Too
fuck out of
real?
know. You know what I thought? I thought the only reason she was sexually assaulted is because she learned how to use a shotgun.
What?
Right?
Oh.
Because you see her with the shotgun, like her dad taught her that, and then her uncle molested her. Now she's gonna think of her uncle when she shoots him. Didn't you get that vibe?
I kind of got the vibe that now she was gonna like go and kill her uncle.
Yeah, something like that. Like
Yeah.
Oh, with the ending?
yeah, but then it's like, oh no, we're the same. We're both victims. Like that's why I don't think it's as bad, but I don't think it would just felt weird having her sexually assaulted, to be honest. And what doesn't help is that when she was a kid, that was a more interesting character. I mean, she didn't do much, but I mean, you look at her presently now when she's in high school, she's boring as hell. Like it was just kind of hard for me with that moment between James McAvoy and the girl, because the girl was just absolutely dull. Her character is just kind of she's just she likes to be away. I get it. I know why she is it, but when you first introduce her, you just sort of go fuck her. I don't care. And they explain it, but then her performance doesn't make it better. It's just like, oh, it's the same girl. It's just her performance didn't change anything. And then so the little girl just feels like it just felt like filler for me. Like we just needed something to put up before James McAvoy's ultimate transformation.
Okay.
So I don't think the writing is as good. There are times where they say things I'm just like, is that really the best way to go? All right, fuck, I'm not the writer.
Which one?
Um, when the lady psychiatrist, I don't know the difference between the two. The one studying McAvoy. When she's talking to
Barry?
to another like I guess professor, talking
Her friend.
her friend. and she seemed way too into it. Like I don't know how to explain it. It just seemed that I thought she was gonna be part of the problem. Like she also has like multiple personalities, but no, she's just a crazy bitch. So that doesn't help.
Wait, who's a crazy bitch?
Well, it's the psychiatrist because
Oh,
the actress that plays
you
her,
think she's crazy?
cause she plays her so over the top. It's fucking silly. Like every scene she came out in, it just made me laugh.
Especially the one where she was with the other old lady.
Yeah, like
Oh,
there's
that's what he's talking about.
that's
No, no, he's talking when they're doing the Skype
yeah.
Oh,
conference.
you mean? Oh, I thought
I
you
know. I
meant.
meant in general. She's. I just thought her acting was just a bit funny.
Really?
Yeah, just something about it. Just she made me giggle every time she came out on screen. That's the reason I didn't get into it. Just because James McAvoy is the only one fucking doing a great performance. And but I guess I don't. I just don't understand the point of his personality. I thought it was. He said he was sexually assaulted. I thought he was physically beaten by his mother, and that's why he has the whole mommy issues. Then again, Shyamalan's like a big Hitchcock fan, so this is basically his cycle. It's not as well made, but you know, yeah, I thought I don't know, I kind of wanted to see more of McAvoy when he was the lady when he was with
Oh,
the
why?
chest on. Because to be honest, that was the more interesting out of the bunch. Like
Patricia, not even Headway.
the head with the kid was fine. Like what he with the time he has on screen now is fine. But I thought the
Dennis.
was
It,
that
it's Dennis is the guy with the glasses. Patricia is.
I thought all right,
Hedwig
the
is-
Dennis. Yeah, I thought they were fine, but I thought to me because the mother it kind of represents how he was assaulted. Let's just say assaulted. I don't know, sexually, physically, whatever. He was essentially assaulted as a kid. So I thought that's more informing about his character and his mother, because he's just basically trying to play his mother. But then it's just sort of like, oh no, it's just there. It's just one of his personalities, and then he's I don't know. The whole he could change his physical physiology was a bit hard to swallow, and then you see, oh, it's part of Unbreakable. That's why I think it's so weird. That's why, like, when they connected Unbreakable, I just thought, well, then I shouldn't give a shit.
Wait, why'd you think of that?
I don't know. It just seems like two very different movies to try to connect them.
Well, because I still haven't seen Unbreakable. But in Unbreakable, like, did they make it? Did they make it like real? Like really real?
No, it's like almost it's like a graphic novel style where it's just sort of it's sort of like The Dark Knight where you just sort of go there's a sense of realism where
A
it's
little bit
it's
comic book. A
of
little bit comic booky.
a bit of the comic because they separate the people by colors and then and then some other stuff. But it's mostly the themes of that movie are more, and I guess tone and all that. It's much more dramatic here, while it's a bit, well, here is a bit more and split, more suspenseful, and you don't get. I don't. It's just there's just two very different movies to connect. That's what I'm trying to say. And then I don't know. I thought it was gonna be just him having split personality, and then him believing that he's invincible, and then they shoot him, and like, oh, he actually could die. You know, but like a tragedy.
You wanted to go the typical story
But no,
of him actually of him being kind of crazy because him thinking that he could do all this stuff.
like a bit of a tragedy because you understand that no matter how much help he got from the psychiatrist, is that his demons still come out with, and then you can perfectly parallel it with the girl who gets sexually assaulted. He just started to go. She kind of to in a way, um, like that scene when what's the guy's when she says his name and the guy goes like, oh, where am I and shit, and she Kevin, yeah, Kevin, I don't know, just I think maybe because just Kevin James popped in my head.
What the hell did that happen?
It's Kevin. It's the short name. When Kevin tells the girl Casey, I think that's her name.
Hmm?
So there's a shotgun in my drawer and shoot me,
The
kill
girl?
me.
What about a girl?
No, Casey, the girl.
Yeah, what about her?
When he tells her to kill me with the shotgun.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know why you're making her about the girl. And then you couldn't make it seem like he's just a victim of his own demons. He's never really gotten over it, and he just sort of goes like, um, he never found peace. And then how she finds peace is by giving someone else peace, and she's like, hey, it's like if I don't overcome my tragedy, this could happen to me. Where you just sort of go down the rabbit hole to the point where salvation seems unforeseeable. And then now it's just like, oh, we're part of the Unbreakable superhero universe, and they're like, yeah,
Okay, so why are you bringing that connection so hard in your conversations? Like
because
unbreakable.
that's how it ends.
I know, but because it's connected to Unbreakable, that drastically ruined the movie to you.
Yeah, it does.
Hmm.
I would have been happy if it was just like, yeah, fuck it, it's just an abnormal thing. But now they just break it into put it into a breakable, and I was just sort of happy being its own little thing. Now it's you gotta bring Unbreakable, and you bring all of the elements that made from that movie to this one, and you just sort of go fuck. And it's like, they don't, to me, they don't mesh well. I'm not saying they can't, and then in this case, I don't think they did.
And so you already heard positive thoughts on the movie beforehand.
Nah,
But no, because in the beginning you said that you don't understand all this publicity and praise that the
I
movie's
just hear
getting.
from like the TV and channels, like, and I was like, because they do that for
TV
every movie.
commercials?
Yeah, they can say, oh, Split is the number
those
one.
aren't viable ones.
Oh, then also the people in school. When they said, oh, when they said, oh, did anybody see Split? He goes, oh, it was such great. And I'm like, all right.
In your classes that happened?
You were there. It was Mercedes.
No, I know it was one. I remember one, but because you have a lot of classes without me,
Right.
that's what I'm asking. I
Yeah.
remember there was one. There was one, and that was for the Tuesday class.
Right.
But besides that, in your other classes, were there other people that said, "Oh man, split."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, go in knowing that it'll at least be an entertaining movie, and it is an entertaining movie. I'm not knocking it, but I don't believe it's as great as people are saying. Because people are saying like, oh, it's Shyamalan's comeback. Like, yeah, he's coming back as a director, but I don't. I think he needs one other movie to kind of show his like back at the Sixth Sense. But then again, I'm not a big fan of Sixth Sense either. So
Is there any movie you're a big fan of that's emulate Shyamalan's?
not really.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really it. It's just I don't know if it didn't connect it to Unbreakable, I'd be fine. But it's kind of like in Prometheus, it ends with the alien. And you just sort of go, well, yeah, that's how it's gonna end because it's going to go to alien. It just started going like, there's really no point. It could have just been, hey, it's just its own little thing, but no, they try to connect it. I got a feeling I guess that's the trend now to make every movie part of a universe, cinematic universe. And you just sort of go, Marvel really hasn't gotten it down yet either. Keep that in mind.
Well, no, actually, Marvel's the one that's doing it. But
That doesn't mean they're doing it well. I think there's a lot of issues with continuity and character development that kind of stunts because they're trying to connect everything. As I say, like just because you can do it doesn't mean you do it well. And I don't think, for however fun the Marvel movies are, I think they're not doing it well enough.
the movies in general.
The movies in general, like every time they try to connect, I feel it always that
Ruins the movie.
it ruins the movie because you just sort of go, this is more of uh, a side adventure than the main one, and you just sort of go, very rarely does it affect the character because you can always write it again, like in Iron Man 3 when he loses his
His
chest,
armor.
not his
No.
chest, his cord,
When
and he throws it.
when he gets rid of everything when he gets rid of everything that's Iron Man related.
Yeah, but then in Age of Ultron, he just gone back on the horse again. You just sort of go, well, that was worthless. You just realize it's just there to keep people entertained. There's really no point in developing if they're just gonna write it again. And then here with Split, he just I have that point where it's like, just leave it alone. Like, it didn't need Unbreakable. Unbreakable is a completely different animal to this. That's why I kind of, I don't know, seeing that ending, I would have just been happy. But no, Bruce Willis had to show a stupid face, and I was just like, oh, it's part of Unbreakable. I'm like those movies too. Well,
Okay. So what were the good things to you then?
James McAvoy.
Which sound to be very 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 low.
James McAvoy. I like the settings. When you go to the different rooms.
Cinematography.
No, the settings. The different rooms in which the kids are just playing. Like, you see the kids, you see the window, for Patricia, you see
Or
the
specifically,
kitchen. Oh, you see the different rooms, and it really showed the character. I thought a nice scene was near the end when you see just when the camera's just on toothbrushes and there's like 23 of them.
Mm.
Like it gives a bit more of the story. That's why I like James McAvoy because he was fun. There are times where I thought it was like fuck he's doing really good because he loses his accent, his natural British accent, something like that. And then but I think the sets the rooms are really good because they really tell the character.
Their characters.
Yeah, characters, right?
Yeah.
Of course. I'm a bit iffy on the music because it sounds kind of generic.
Usually just quiet.
That's true, but when it did come on, especially that ending scene, it kind of sounds like every movie. It kind of has that soft beat to it where it just
Oh, when they uh one of the ending songs when it was like
The Unbreakable
um
song.
was it?
Like when, like a second before the Bruce Willis scene, I learned that the song he played is from the Unbreakable soundtrack. One of the Unbreakable songs.
uh,
That's why it sounded different from every other thing.
Then it's probably that one because it did sound very different.
It could be.
Yeah.
That was the last song being played.
that's another thing I always complain about with the cinematic Marvel in this. Maybe I'm saying too much. Is that the ending scene always feels out of tone out of the rest of the movie, and this one especially when Bruce Willis came out and you hear the music, I'm like, this is not the same music for this movie.
In your words, his stupid face.
A stupid trick. I mean,
Oh,
I say that facetiously.
And the cheesy line that women said, like,
It felt
Like,
very
women-
comic booky, like
Yeah.
like a 50s comic, like yo a pulp one. And that's why I didn't like it because it just felt so out of place.
like, oh, where have I heard?
Yeah, like oh, where have I heard that glass? And he goes glass, and then drinks fucking takes a swig of his coffee, and he just sort of go, Like I would have been cool if it just ended with McAvoy talking to himself in the mirror. And he sort of go, all right, fuck it, like
He's out
he's
there.
out there, he's out there.
yeah.
But no, Bruce Willis, glass, and then takes a swig of coffee.
He's fucking coffee, as you would say.
It's coffee. I only say that because he doesn't. I'm surprised he still wants to act.
Considering that no almost every movie he's in, people say he doesn't give a fuck.
Exactly. That's why I say that. It's just a stupid face. I always see that. So that's why, like, I don't think Split is an awful movie. I just don't think it's a good movie. I think it's well made. The music's fine. The cinematography is fine. The editing is kind of it's fine. It works.
You want a fun fact? The cinematographer for this was the same person who did it for 10 Cloverfield Lane.
I just haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
I don't care for that movie.
What do you mean you don't care for it? You haven't seen it?
Because I didn't like Cloverfield, and I know people telling me that, but like I just have no interest in anything J.J. Abrams does.
But he's just a producer.
That's why. That's enough for me. Like, I can't be
Really?
bothered.
I would think. No. I'm thinking right now. I was gonna say. I think you'll like it, but then after all the smack talk you're giving,
The only reason I want to see it is because John Goodman's in it, and then he's a damn good actor.
and you've heard people say that he's good at it, right?
No, I just think he's a very good actor.
No, but that's what people are saying, that he's the standout.
And everyone says that. Oh, I would. People fall in love with the fucking girl too. So I was like, I don't trust what people say. I know what I'm saying earlier that when everyone that, but I just say that I just kind of like a sort of foundation to put it on. But I know I don't trust it. But I'm just saying I'm trying to see if I can relate to what people are saying. Like, oh yeah, it's a good movie. Like I understand why. Here, just don't understand why.
Okay. So from hearing the positive stuff people were saying, did that drastically ruin the movie for you?
No.
Because you mentioned several times about what people were saying from what people were saying. You did it several times, and so it sounds to me that really that's another reason why the movie really let you down.
No, it just says people said it's a good movie. They didn't say why. No one's ever told me why. It just said it was a good movie. I'm like, all right. I'll see if I can tell if I'll be the same. If like, oh yeah, it is a good movie. That's really it. Because I want to go see the movie because I didn't really have any interest in seeing the movie. I already told you.
Which I just found out a couple of days ago.
Yeah, which surprised you. I was just like,
Which
yeah.
angered Daniel. I remember your expression still. Like, Avatar in here.
Yeah, I was actually kind of looking forward to it, especially since people were like talking about it. Like,
oh, okay, you got the email, sorry.
I'm recording. Okay, sorry, go. Wait,
like,
what are your thoughts? Like, yeah, we'll go to you now. So did you hate it too?
I didn't hate it.
No, I didn't hate it, but it wasn't a good movie either. Like, it's like Chris said, like a lot of people were actually like putting a lot of good reactions into it, like especially in class, like, oh yeah, like that movie or something like that.
Somewhat, but not to their extent.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, well, from what I've seen in the trailers, like it looks interesting because it looks like it's somebody who has like different personalities, and it could take a really good approach in this type of like story. And I don't know, I just, it's like Chris said, like I didn't like how they went with the whole like physical internal change for what's his name, James
McAvoy.
Yeah, and I just kind of wish it would have been like a tragic type of thing too, where like maybe he dies.
Because like to me, he was an interesting character. Like even if you didn't understand why, how it happened, like you understand like he's struggling to keep up these personalities. Like he's interesting, but then the girl but everyone else around him just simply isn't. Like he makes the movie, no one else really does. That's what I had issue. I find the girls to be kind of boring.
Even the lead girl, who is the lead girl in The Witch?
She's the lead in The Witch?
Yeah, she's the girl.
I still yet to see The Witch.
Oh.
But yeah, I thought for some reason the girls made me laugh because they reacted very the words they chose to say. I always thought was just kind of
or to write for them.
Yeah, like the karate thing. Like how could you not laugh at that the moment you write that?
Yeah.
It was just sort of funny. It's like, oh, I know karate. It's like we could take him down probably.
Yeah.
And he just started going.
And then the other girl destroys her.
Yeah, and he just started goes like, I don't know if that was intentionally funny, but like it made me giggle. It was like, all right, fuck it. Like if you want to knock his ass down. So yeah, like that's the problem to me. It's just that James McAvoy's characters are interesting, I think, but everything else around him just simply isn't. The psychiatrist, I thought she had like I know she said that James McAvoy's part of her family, her patients are part of her family, but I thought she was gonna do something like unethical, because there's a certain relationship a doctor and a patient cannot have. I thought she was gonna break that, and you just see her trying to get involved in this sort of unraveling. That's what I thought. And no, she's just like, oh, like he's basically fucking an X-Men, because they could change their physiology. So it's just like, oh, okay, like, I guess. And then the girl, I don't know, the psychiatrist lady, to me she was the kooky one out of fucking everybody. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I don't know what I can't even see what you're talking about either.
To me, she acted in a way that was not as subtle as James McAvoy. I think that's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't see her being the crazy one.
That's fine. That's fine.
No, it's just like, what do you see that I don't see? Is it her line delivery? Is it the way she?
It's her facial expressions, I believe.
Really?
I think it's something about him. It always seems like she's, I don't know, something about her just, I didn't. But she made the movie entertaining, I'll give her that. It wasn't like the girls were just dull. So I guess chalk up the psychology lady up for one of the good parts, because she's at least entertaining.
Okay, so McAvoy, her, what else?
The Rooms, as I said,
The Rooms,
sorry. I was just sort of thinking. And then that's the problem I had with them trying to write. I don't know the main characters. The main girl's name. What was it?
Anya Taylor Joy.
The character's name.
Casey.
Casey.
Oh.
When I tried to write her backstory, her father and all that, it seemed kind of like a wasted effort on the present day Casey, because she's just dull. It's like, I think Shyamalan was like, oh, he's gonna write the best fucking backstory ever, but then.
I don't think. Well, I don't know. I can't say anything because I remember I've only seen one other of his movies, and that's The Visit. So I can't really say much.
No, I'm not saying that he's a hack or anything.
No, that's how it sounded. the way
no, because like I'm critical of fucking everything. Like, I'm not.
I believe that.
I believe that doesn't mean I dislike the movie. I don't think it's a good movie, but I
There's
still
so many
like
reasons
it.
why you dislike it.
That doesn't mean I don't like
funny
it.
though.
Yeah. Yeah, it just seemed like wasted effort of giving the girl the backstory, because when you see her in the present, you just sort of go, huh, I'm okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, the reason we got the backstory is because of her secret being revealed. That's the reason.
I know that's the reason. I know that's the reason, and I think it's a good reason because there's an empathy between the two in that scene. I'm just saying, her character.
I think he wants to punch me.
Her character doesn't really get to that point as McAvoy's. Like, you see McAvoy struggle. Hers, I don't really see other than she wants to get out. That's what I'm trying to say.
When I brought it up, there was something that how like is that girl Casey? Is she friends? Like actually friends with those two other girls?
No, because if you remember in the beginning,
Oh, sorry. Go.
She
She explains to her dad how she couldn't just invite all the class except her, because then it'll already kind of.
She didn't want to seem like a monster, not inviting
like
one other person.
Okay, but then like because in the situation, like when all of them were together, it looked like she would do anything to help them. But then that would imply that they actually been friends for a while, because the movie depicted that she would die for them.
No, I don't know where you're getting that from. I just figured they're in the same situation. It's best to help each other out than do it by yourself. Because even when they're in danger, you see Casey kind of knock down her ideas, like the karate thing. That's stupid. You got to think about this, like much in a rational sense. That it's not. I don't think. I didn't really got the point that she would die for them.
Who, Casey?
Yeah, for the other girls. It just seems like
they're
all in danger, so they have to help each other out.
Yeah, no way, because she did reject a lot of the ideas that the other two girls had, like especially in the scene when they were in the kitchen,
right?
And one of them wanted to run through the door and everything. She didn't bother to run away with her. She stayed and
she helped to like block her, but she ended up just freezing at the moment. She's like, oh, I know I can't do nothing.
To be fair, she only ignored two ideas. One of them being about attacking him at the same time. The other one being about the door thing.
Right.
That was it. It was just two things, to be fair.
In the beginning, like she didn't seem willing to go to do their plans. Like, oh, let's escape and hit him, let's jump him, and all that.
That wasn't.
You know what I thought though, and this is just a bit of a goof, was when they when Michael went to the car and knocks out all the other girls.
Yeah.
He left where did he leave the dad?
He never said.
I for a second I thought he had snatched them inside the trunk.
I thought either that or for some reason, because I saw, how you see the boxes on the floor. I thought he just left them on the floor.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's gonna be pretty weird when he gets out and reverse and he just hits the body. And I was just like, that's a good thing they painted black, because he's just like, oh.
they did talk about him.
I know
Like,
the father does survive.
No,
Like
in the news report.
Yeah.
They talk about the father waking up. I guess I think that they mentioned where he was when he woke up. But I don't think we remember. It was very quickly.
They don't mention. It just says that he woke up.
They could have.
They didn't.
What if they did?
Well, then they did.
That was it.
But they didn't.
But I'm just saying they didn't.
But what if they actually didn't? What you're saying is not right.
Well, then it doesn't matter. It's a minute detail. It's not gonna ruin the movie.
Oh yeah, I was rooting for you already.
Yeah, I said it's minute. It's like it doesn't matter. I just thought it was a bit funny.
There was something else I wanted to say. Damn, there was something very simple. Damn, I forgot.
I like the opening credits. I don't know, something about it. It was simple.
I remember now. I heard this, and I think it's very cool. That imagine if you literally knew nothing about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
That you just went in literally blind.
Right.
And that beginning scene happens.
Right.
But before the intro credits, and that's literally how you start the movie. That's a complete stranger, basically taking away these girls.
Right.
That's like a terrifying thing for someone to see in literally the first 5 to 6 minutes of the movie.
Right.
Do you think if you guys saw nothing of it, that you would thought like, damn, like you would have thought the opening was very good? because both of you wouldn't have known nothing about the movie.
No, because I figured it would have been just another kidnapping movie, like
No, but the way it's
like
done,
Martyrs in a way.
No, but the way it's done of where.
No, you're saying this is how I'm hearing it, is that if I knew nothing about everything in any trailers, I was going to the movie blind, and how it started would it have changed my opinion?
Oh no with that. Not just your opinion, but just the intro just being more impactful. But where like, okay, you're seeing the girls are getting in the car, and then you see the dad, like, okay, yeah, he's putting stuff away, and then he just turns around, and then he's talking to someone, then you have no idea who he's talking to. All we see that he's talking to someone off camera, and then we see the girl seeing the packages on the floor,
right?
And then we see her turning around very slowly and right. Terrified, and then we just cut to some random guy who's in the driver's seat of the car,
right?
Without the father being anywhere in sight,
right?
So
you're basically describing the opening scene,
huh?
Just how it is.
Yeah, just how it is. Yeah, right. I'm saying like if you had no idea that was happening, like wouldn't that give you like at least a little bit of a chill? Like, oh, like what's gonna happen next? Because you literally would not know what's happening next.
Well, as I told you, no, because like I would have just thought it would have been another kidnapping.
Immediately like that?
Martyrs, yeah. Yeah, I mean it's kind of like.
It's a kidnapping movie.
Wouldn't you think it's like an obvious thing?
Like I would think he probably murders her, he probably rapes her, he probably kidnaps her. Martyrs comes to mind because, well, then again, that was a completely different movie. But the kidnapping women was just like, oh, it's just another one of those movies.
I gotta do more experiments with you guys. I'm not watching anything.
No, but you see that thing, it has nothing to do that I didn't know about the movie. It's just my knowledge of film. Like,
no. So because all the movies you've seen throughout your life,
I would have figured it wouldn't doing that. I'm like, all right,
really?
where does it go different? How does Shyamalan do it differently? That's what I'm looking at. There's nothing wrong with the movie using the same foundation. It's just how they built everything else, and the detail, and the cinematography, and the acting, and the writing, and the directing, and everything else. There's nothing wrong. Like, there's a reason the kidnapping story works, because it's immediately interesting. You go, how do you react when you get kidnapped? Because it's immediately intriguing. That's why I think it wouldn't have made it. I just try to go, all right, where do we go from here? Like, they've been kidnapped, got it, good. Yeah. From what I remember the trailer, because I didn't remember the trailer until like I started moving. All right, this happens. And I go, oh, okay. So it's like it's not torturing her. It's not torturing the girls. It's more about It's more of a, I guess, character study of James McAvoy. Well, like in other movies, kidnapping, you say, oh, he's gonna torture her. They're gonna try to escape and all that. That's the point I'm trying to make. Is that regardless, it's like I just would have figured it in one of those movies, and I just figured, how does it do it differently? That's it.
Okay, so Daniel, how many trailers have you seen of this movie?
How many?
Yes.
Well, from the times that we've seen and gone to the movies, which were like.
Or anytime you saw them in commercials on YouTube or on TV?
YouTube, quite a few.
Different each time?
What do you mean different?
Well, different commercials in the movie? Did you mainly see those?
No, like the same.
Oh, same commercial?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just remember the one when it first came out, and that was it. I mean, now that the movie came out, once it's in theaters, you see more of the commercials on TV. But I don't even remember the one from when it first came out.
In the movie.
Like
the movie trailer.
Like the actual movie trailer, like the first one to come out. That's the only one I remember.
That's the one where it shows where he gets in the car and
yeah. That's the only one I remember. But all the others, like
and it actually shows him, because I saw it, and it shows him in the dress, the woman's outfit.
Yeah.
Okay, because so can you guys? Okay, so that's how you came into this movie. You saw, Kristen, you saw one trailer, the first trailer.
Yeah.
And then you heard, see, it's on now.
Oh.
And then
I always thought that it was always there.
And then
we should go now. We get free admission.
Yeah, we get free admission.
And then you heard, in a way, positive things about the movie, but in a positive way, literally by people just saying, "Oh, it's good."
Yeah.
Okay, that. And then Daniel, you saw the first official trailer, and then another trailer repeatedly on YouTube commercials, right?
Yes.
And is that the one where it literally starts in 1 second? The woman says he has 23 different personalities.
No, I've only seen the one where he gets in the car and I know that he takes the 3 girls.
So just the first trailer you saw?
Yeah.
Okay.
To be honest, I didn't even know they had other trailers for that movie.
I thought they only
had
had
they kept using that one.
Oh, okay, because that's what I'm going with this. Like, because like I told you guys, the first trailer, the first official trailer, I only saw the first 10 seconds of, which was the car, and then once it cuts from there, I just stopped watching.
Right.
Okay, and then I'm going through YouTube, and I couldn't skip a trailer, and then literally 1 second in, it's the lady saying that Kevin has 23 personalities, literally in the first second, and I was just like this, oh fuck, because I knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
And then the posters reveal different personalities that he has.
Right.
One of them being the Beast.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, you're ruining more of what I think is gonna happen. But so I knew those 3 things, and I saw it the week it came out. So because of those 4 factors, can you guys see then I think why I like it a lot more than you guys? Or do you guys still don't get why I like it? Or why I like it so much?
I feel like you're trying to say that you like it so much because you tried to go in blind. And like I've told you, like I don't understand that, because anytime I watch a trailer, like I let it happen, just because I just either go like I never trust a trailer because they could be like.
That's the reason why I don't watch trailers.
I don't trust
them. Because I know they lie.
I don't trust them because they what I mean. I just hope that the scenes they show aren't the best scenes. That's all.
Or spoiling the movie, right? Because
No, sometimes yes,
spoiled.
sometimes yes, sometimes no.
But don't you think this trailer kind of really spoiled too much?
Well, yeah, because when I saw the trailer after I saw the movie, they spoiled a lot of things.
Oh yeah,
They,
like
they even spoiled him being a female.
yeah,
That would have been some like okay. You remember when Beckham opens the door before he's dressed and we have no idea. It just cuts to the girls.
yeah,
I wish in the trailer they would have cut to something else.
yeah.
That would seem like that would seem
Other
like that.
people,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or it would seem like the girls were looking at something else instead
Yeah.
of what they actually saw.
Mm-hmm.
That pissed me off. I'm like,
I
yeah.
think the problem with that is like I told you, if you would have just showed the first scene when they kidnapped the girl, people are gonna think that's nothing new. That's a kidnap movie. There's fucking dime a dozen of those. You put in that the kidnapper has multiple personalities, and that's where the interest comes in. That's the problem. It's just that.
Well, no, but yeah, but you could still say that without actually showing the personality.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm
Okay.
just telling you, just simply showing them get kidnapped is simply not enough. Cause
Oh no, but damn, sorry, go on.
I'm saying it's not enough. Yeah, I know what you're saying. You wish they didn't spoil it as they did.
Well, that one thing.
That one thing, but that's the problem is that you you already have to say he has multiple personality disorders. You have to state that because that's gonna be the hook of the film that makes that differentiates it from the many dime a dozen kidnap movies. Go ahead.
Also, it would have been great if they never mentioned how many personality.
Personalities, yeah, of
Yeah,
course. Like
that would have been great.
that, I thought that was kind
Because
of funny.
23, that's a huge deal.
I thought that was kind of funny that they kind of advertised that most like the number 20 thing. I'm like, does it matter? Like, wouldn't it just be fine if he just sat like, hey, he has more than one? Like, got it. Like,
The trailer and then in the movie you find out, yeah, it's more than one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's 23. Like, oh.
I'll give you that. Yeah, maybe they could have done it, the marketing better, but really, no marketing is good these days.
Okay, so okay, so from what I said, going back to what I said about me not knowing much about it.
Yeah.
Can you see why I liked it more or no? Or you still don't get why I liked it? Why I liked it for so much?
You say that for every movie, like, oh, I liked it because I didn't know about it, so you just sort of go. That's just how you enjoy your movie going experience.
Every time you say it?
Yeah, you do that for you do that for La La Land, you did that for Silence, you did that. Well,
Silence, silence.
Silence.
Oh.
You did that for Silence. You did that for Hacksaw Ridge. You did that for I think every movie we've ever gone to the theater. Theater. You always say when the moment you get a trailer, like, oh, it ruins it. But then like La La Land or Hacksaw Ridge, oh, you know, you saw it. Oh, Silence, it it changes you that. But and I keep telling you, like, it's hard for me to understand because to me it doesn't matter whether I see a trailer or not. Like, I trust when I see the movie how well it is.
But then
It's hard for me to say you like it because you didn't see the trailers. Because I never saw the trailers for what was it?
silence.
The Bye Bye Man, and that was shit.
That's a horrible example.
It is, but I went on it blind. How is that any different from you and me? I just knew the title and that's it. Yeah, it's a stupid title, but so what?
Yeah, it could have been a stupid title and it would have been the best.
It could have been a good movie.
Yeah. I went in blind too, but I didn't like
we
it.
We gotta do that for a good movie.
You see, but there you go. It's like to me, it's like I don't. People say it's a bad movie. Like I don't care. It's like I'll tell you when I see it. I don't think what I know is play. I don't think it's as good as everybody's saying, but I like there are some things I do like. I think people should go watch it because it's nice to see something, well in January, and it's nice to see Shyamalan come back. I personally don't.
You never see him start. Right?
Huh?
But you never actually seen like the great M. Night Shyamalan that people have seen before in his early movies. Like you still haven't seen that.
The Sixth Sense.
No, like people like with the Sixth Sense and Unbreakable, they're like, yeah, M. Night Shyamalan. When it came out, but you're like, oh, M. Night Shyamalan.
I didn't see him when they came out. I saw him later.
Okay, well, for that, like you.
No, but I'm just saying, I never want, even Michael, I never want him to make a bad movie. I always hope that every movie that comes out is good, well, done, in some way entertainable. As much as I'm not a fan of Shyamalan. I do think he does good work. Sixth Sense, obviously. I'm not a fan of the movie, but I think there's some well-directed things, and he just sort of go. Imagine if he improved on that. And with Unbreakable, it's an alright movie. It's a bit slow at times, too slow for its own good. Lady in the Water is just sort of, I found it kind of his most self-indulgent. Like, oh, I'm a great writer and all that, and I don't care for it. Last Airbender, well, no one has to say anything about that. The Happening is yada yada yada. And then The Village, I haven't seen it yet. I've heard good things. So I was like, if I get a chance to watch it, I'll watch it. It doesn't matter to me. But like, it's just nice to see a director come back good. I never hope, I never have an ill will to any director. No, it's like I hope they're good movies. So even with this, like, I hope it's a good movie because I want like he's like one of many directors that kind of it's nice to see him a director be in power of their own movie rather than you know studios getting involved, recuts like what happened to David Ayer in Suicide Squad. Like, I'm not a big fan of Fury, but it was his.
Fantastic Four.
It was his, Fantastic Four. Even regardless, I even like because I know his name's Josh Trank, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think he would have made a good movie regardless, because from how he wrote it. But I just figured, but at least it would have been his, like, it would have been like this. They kind of like what Jay said, like, you hire these unique directors, yet you take away their vision, and you just make another movie. So that's why I'm hoping this movie does well. So it encourages other studios to like, because like I don't think the budget was this high in the movie, right? Like
$6 million, I think.
Mostly came from marketing. That's the reason it always doubles. So I figured, you could do a good.
That was for Mike.
You could do a good movie with not so much of a large budget, and hopefully that it helps studios realize like we don't always need the biggest thing. So when it fails, it doesn't. It fails like it doesn't like cause a fucking collapse and shit. So that's why I don't like. I'm not a personally fan of Shyamalan, but like I hope he keeps making movies.
Good movies.
Good.
To keep this rolling, to keep these type of movies rolling.
And even when he doesn't, I just hope he keeps making movies. Because like, it's kind of like I always saw filmmakers as a comedians. Like, when you're in the business for so long, like, what else do you know how to do? It's just movies. So you just keep making them, and just hope they're good. So that's why. It's like that's why I'm not a fan of the Marvel because I always felt
we need to talk about those.
But that's usually why I always feel there's something lacking that I just can't put my finger on.
They're just for entertainment.
I guess we can say that about regular directors too. Like, they're just simply entertainment. But I don't know. I have a soft spot for like writer directors, I guess. But then again, Hitchcock wasn't a writer director, but son of a bitch can make a movie.
What was he then?
He was mostly director. He never wrote. But
but you said that he wasn't a writer or director.
No, I said writer director.
That he was writer director.
That he was not a writer director. Writer director.
Oh, writer. Oh, okay.
Together.
I'm like, what? I don't know. Okay.
But then from what I heard, most of the movies that he directed, they usually came from an idea he told the screenwriter, and then he would write it up.
Okay.
So, but yeah, well, I'm glad I saw Split. I don't think it's great, but
really,
yeah,
it's.
James McAvoy really sells the movie, dude. Like, he's the best thing in there. He was just great to see, man.
Yeah, like I literally became a fan of his the minute after I saw Filth. Remember it came out a few years ago?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. After that movie, it was like I love James McAvoy. I love him.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I saw him before that was his role as Xavier. Yeah, but then seeing him as the character he was in Filth, I'm like, yes, I love this guy.
Right.
Do other things like this. And we're gonna see him in whatever the combination of Unbreakable and Split's gonna be. We had the origin of our supervillain, which I also heard. It was basically his origin story. And you didn't like this origin story.
No, I didn't like everything involved.
Oh wait, sorry. You actually liked his story, but his movie origin you didn't like. Yeah.
Everything that revolved around it.
His actual origin in the movie.
Like, he's a fucking. He's an interesting guy. He's a guy. They got a great actor. They got some decent writing in there. It's like everything around it. I didn't like as much.
Yeah, but also let's see if I could say differently about me not watching trailers.
I'm like Shyamalan didn't. He was the same age. When he because when he comes out in cameras, he was like, huh, like.
So you didn't recognize him?
Yeah.
Well, because he's very distinct.
Yeah, he's like the only Indian in his movie. He's like, it's hard.
Indian director.
Huh?
Is he one of the few
Is he Indian?
popular? Oh, I don't know. Are we being racist right now?
No. We're just being
Or
observational.
are we stereotyping?
Racist would be like that fucking Indian. That's racist. Well, which being
He said
essentially
it.
he's Indian. Like what's that? Whether he likes to be called himself Indian or not, it's just we mean India that he comes from India, not that he comes Native
Let's just
American.
stop there. Let's just
But,
stop.
yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm trying to figure out a better way to. Because a lot of my enjoyment did come from not knowing anything. And you go on again and say the thing. I'm saying that's. I think that's one of the main reasons of why I like this so much.
Right.
Is because in this type of movie, for you to actually, well, okay, not you, but for specific people, I guess, to actually like really enjoy this.
Right.
I think it's better for you not to know anything or know as little as possible.
Right.
'Cause I can't say I have to be specific because of your thoughts, which to be fair, other people have thoughts of this too.
That's why it's hard for me to kind of get into your mindset, of, like just not watch anything, because like to me it doesn't bother.
Because you think it's meaningless anyway, right?
Yeah. Because I mean they have to market a film. You can't say hey stop trailers, because like some movies have done well because people saw a trailer like oh fuck what's that about. Like that's why I'm saying like I just disregard them like you could be lying to me, you could be blah blah blah. I don't care. Just like oh well see the movie and then see there like a lot of people got mad because of Crimson Peak, how it was advertised as a horror movie.
What? Oh, Crimson Peak. Yeah, you told me this about
Yeah.
before.
I didn't think, but from the movie I got, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a nice.
Oh, you saw it too?
Well, too, yeah, I saw
I
it. Yeah.
like it.
My brother didn't like it, and because he thought it was a horror movie. Like, there's nothing
In a
wrong.
way, it is.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. You saying like they cheated me because that's what the marketing said. But I always figured I trust the filmmakers who were behind the film, not the people who just like, hey, make a trailer who know nothing about it.
Especially someone who's popular.
As popular as Guillermo del Toro. Easily. Then again, most filmmakers don't get involved with their marketing process. Very few, if at all.
Oh yeah.
So it's like that's how I always feel like, it doesn't bug. I just don't let it bother me.
Something else. Oh my gosh. There was something. Oh, so I think we gotta. Oh, for you guys. You guys try to next time when we talk together in class or in school, we should talk and say which movie that you've heard of that you're looking forward to still this year. So you guys could stay away from any trailer of it, just to see if actually if anything if you're not knowing anything will change the movie for you.
Right.
Just because I think that not knowing anything will drastically make your enjoyment of the movie increase.
Right.
Because so far it's been working for me, and I've been really enjoying it. Just loving not knowing anything because it just makes the movie experience. It makes it better for me.
Right.
So do you guys want to do that?
That's the thing. There's not like the movies I want to see. I've already seen the trailers.
And you already regret one, which I'm surprised that you actually said you regret it. And that's for what's the director's name? Christopher Nolan.
Dunkirk.
Yeah, remember we talked about it and you said that that you wish you never saw the first official trailer, not the teaser trailer, but the first official trailer.
Oh yeah, just because I thought it was just too long.
Giving away too much.
No, it's just long. You just sort of go like, man, this thing's gonna make a 3-hour fucking movie.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like if you find one, like if you guys actually find a movie you're looking forward to, and you don't want to know anything about, then yeah, we'll do an experiment.
Well, actually, there's only one time that I think a trailer's actually made me want to go see a movie, and that's Logan.
Okay.
That's the only one I can think of.
Okay, so you're already invested. You know, like, okay, I'm gonna see this movie as the first trailer. So if by chance you see another, if there's another trailer that plays, if there's a second trailer already, if there's another one to play, are you gonna watch it?
No, I'm like, I already decided. I don't need to see it. If it comes out, I'm like, I'm not gonna bother. But if it doesn't, like, I'm not gonna bother looking for it.
Alright. I thought they were all gonna turn left.
I'll hold that, yes.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
Later, man. Thanks for being the mic holder.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
You sound so mad. Why? That's fine. Anything else to say? Or anything you want to say?
No, I just like go watch Split. I don't think it's as good as movie as people are saying, but you know, it's entertaining to say the least. James McAvoy's great in it, and sets stories. That's really interesting. Uh, main girls are kind of dull, and Angel doesn't see it, but
I don't what?
you don't see it. But I think the psychologist lady is kind of
Oh yeah, I don't.
kooky. I just think something about her just maybe it's just a singular thing for me. Like, again, we all experience movies differently, so that's the way I tend. So if it happens, it happens. But yeah, I find her kooky. She's entertaining, but she's kooky. So that's it. So yeah, from what I've been hearing, he's doing well. So I heard I saw an article headline that Shyamalan might get involved with the season 2 of Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, I heard something about that.
I'm just like I never would have thought of him to be involved because he seems more.
Did you already see the one image of season 2 of Stranger Things?
No.
And it goes, it's either Halloween or something that they said, but it's the kids, the boys,
Oh, they're
and
just the
and
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I read the
And
article.
I'm like, oh, you would again with your 80s nostalgia.
Mm.
Like that guy looks like the uncle in the movie.
I kind of wanted to laugh when you when you see him shirtless. Goes, come on, get naked. Like animals aren't clothed, and it just made me laugh because it just come out like it should have been like a big neon saying like I'm gonna rape this little girl. Like it was just so fucking out there, man. It was. I wanted to laugh, but I think everyone realizes what's gonna happen, and if I laugh, I kind of seem.
Oh, did you think that the girl was gonna kill him with the shotgun?
Uh,
Do you have any inkling?
I thought she was gonna shoot him, but it wasn't gonna kill him. Like he was gonna like get hit at the shoulder or something. Cause I would have figured, cause she's young and she's not like, she doesn't know how powerful to use a shotgun. Like, the kickback
No,
will
but
affect it.
her dad was teaching her about the shotgun.
Yeah, but
So
you still need some mass to use a shotgun. That's what I'm saying. Like the kickback would have affected her. Like shotguns fucking hurt. So I was like, that's why I figured she would have missed and it would have hurt. It would have hit her. So I would hit the uncle like in the shoulder or something, like in the leg maybe.
Okay.
Kind of funny how it's like when the dad dies, like, oh yeah, like it runs in the family. I'm like, what? Wait, what runs in the family? Heart attack. I'm like, shouldn't you be dead then? Since like you're the uncle. Like,
Nope, because life is unfair.
you're like, fucking heart attack runs in the family. You should be dead too, man. I thought the girl was weird the first time I saw her. She looked like a fucking like
Emo?
no no, the girl when she was a kid.
Oh, her. What about her?
She looked like a porcelain doll. She looked like a doll.
She looked a little weird.
She
right?
looked weird like the first moment she came out. It kind of reminded me of the girl from Bye Bye Man. They just had that appearance that just seemed.
The difference being that the little girl is actually smarter than that girl.
Yeah.
And she can act better. I believe the little girl a lot more than that teenager.
Yeah.
Especially the lead guy in that movie.
Yeah.
With who looked like he hadn't slept in days or weeks.
I thought it was the dude from the Green Goblin from the Amazing Spider-Man because he had like the same kind of features.
What's his name? Dane DeHaan. That's his name, Dane DeHaan.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of looks like him. Like, all right. Everyone's saying they're all doing bad because I read some reviews for Bye Bye Man after I seen it. And everyone says they all did bad reviews except for like Faye Dunaway, the old lady gets burned alive.
Oh,
I like.
Apparently she's like an old, very good actress. I didn't know that.
I knew her, but I just hadn't seen her recently, like how she is now. I'm like, who the fuck's that? I'm like, I guess I should know, but I thought the main dude wasn't too bad. He wasn't granted take from like the three from the three, I guess leads in a way. He wasn't so bad.
Three people.
Three people. The girl and the black guy. I'm sure he has a name. Unfortunately, I don't know.
I don't remember any of their names.
I don't remember any of the names. The white guy, the white girl.
No, was the white guy Shane?
Isn't that the brother? Like,
I don't
know. Fuck, who cares? By the way.
You brought it up.
Yeah.
You care so much you're remembering.
But yeah, I thought he wasn't too bad compared to like it wasn't anything I would remember, but I thought he wasn't as bad as like say the girl. The girl was just I was just like, huh? I was like, he got hurt. I was like, hey.
I need to make money. This is me acting.
I honestly felt like they didn't tell the black guy to act. I feel like he was just like in a movie. He's like he just stumbled upon a game. One people like, yeah, fuck it, you know. He just seemed so nonchalant about nothing.
But he did care when he couldn't perform. Remember?
Couldn't perform?
Have sex. He's like, never happened to me before.
Right.
That was the most. You're like, oh my god.
It's because the scene before when the white guy's going down the stairs, and he goes to the room and he listens, like they're having sex, right? And then the discussion happened. I was like, they're talking about like he couldn't get it up, right? Like it was just like
contradiction.
I was like, if you couldn't get it up, then what was all the moaning about? And that's why like I was just confused about the scene. I was like. So what? Like, how did you get pleasure if you couldn't get it up? Like, what? She shoved her finger up her ass and like you got off that way? Like, how? I had so many questions for that. I was like, yeah.
It will never, ever, ever be answered unless apparently you read the book that it's based on.
That surprised me. It was like it's based off a book. I'm like,
which would explain why nothing was
explained. You know
what
made me laugh? Though? I was like,
which thing made you laugh?
No, that it was based off a book. In my mind, I was like. My first thought was it's a Stephen King book. I'm like, oh no, it isn't, because like he's written so much things that they're just so absurd you believe they're his. You know what I find funny about Stephen King though? I find his dramatic work to be better than his horror work. Like I think it is a stupid fucking story. I think Carrie is just a bit okay. And The Shining. I saw it more as a drama than I did a horror, because I thought the horror elements were just kind of annoying. I was just like fuck off, King. Like I want to like he can write interesting characters, but anytime he writes horror elements in it, I just don't get scared by them. So I just find them annoying. Like that's why like I know King doesn't like the movie version of Shining, but I enjoy it because it's a lot more suspenseful than the book. I'll give it that. It doesn't have the same character development as the book, which is kind of a letdown. But I think there's just so much in that movie going on that the house kind of takes over as the character rather than the characters themselves, which is a weird way we were saying that. But the actors do a good job too. So
that's not what you're saying, because there's a lot of movies that are that.
Yeah.
where the environment is the character instead of the actual people.
And I never got that from King's book. It felt very character focused, which is not anything bad. But anytime they had horror elements with the hotel, I was just like, fuck off. I want to read this. I mean, there's an entire chapter devoted to Jack's failures. Like, how is that scary? Like, it isn't. It's tragic.
Because the backstory makes him human.
You
don't want that, right?
No, it's not that. It's not. There's nothing wrong with having. I think it's just. It's. I think. I can only find it horror if it's like the horror of the human, like the horrors of war, the horrors of poverty, like that kind of horror. But horror to be like, oh my god, like I got a spook.
Like real world horror.
Like real world horror, like that's the only time I could find that like frightening. Like you just sort of kind of like Schindler's List, like that's horrifying. But when King does it with like character development, I just find it like it's tragic, but it's not scary to me because they're in a place that's fucking. It's a hotel that's fucking weird as shit. It's like it's very different.
Okay, so any last words when we try to?
I thought we were just yammering at this
as
point.
we continue as we basically just end our conversation about Split.
All right, Split. I guess I just go over.
Any last words?
Any last words?
And then we'll say the recommendation, even though you said it before.
All right, go. James McAvoy is great in it. His performance is good. There are some bit of suspenseful parts. The part where he's climbing the pipes and he breaks the legs.
That was great.
That was great. That was
and then
good.
the camera not cutting away in any second. That was great.
That was good. Characters right. The setting really sells the story. The psychology lady. Well, I think she's kooky. She's still entertaining to watch, and I think it's not as good as the movie as people were saying, but I do think it has a decent enough story with a great actor, and it's very entertaining. So I would say I don't know if you're gonna post this or not, but I would tell people to watch it.
Okay. And then I'll come from the other side of where I really liked it. From the little stuff I've said.
Right.
But hopefully what I said made sense. I really do recommend it though.
If you are gonna post this, remind people that this was done on a whim. So there was no planning. So if I sound stupid, then because
I think I was sound more stupid just because what you were saying made like you were like.
Yeah, but I have a tendency to ramble, and like I brought up the fucking Marvel movies, which really weren't necessary. It's just me.
No, it made some sense because
the only reason I said it, I figured in a way it would help kind of you can sort of see the parallels I'm trying to go with. But I just went on a rant, so like if you are gonna post this and I sound stupid, we did this on a whim, like we just said fuck it, and we did it.
Okay. So yeah, I recommend it also, but I recommend it. My recommendation is
go in blind.
It's much more recommended, and yeah, another good point is that if you know only a little bit about this movie, don't try
keep it that way.
Keep it that way. Don't try and learn more about it because it will ruin the movie for you.
Right.
Because this is the type of movie where the littlest you know, the better movie experience you'll have. And that's what I think. I would have completed with that period, but with what Christian said, apparently it still might not work for people. It all depends on.
Well, it also depends on the person. There's like very few times I'd be like, hey, you have to watch a movie this way. Like that's why I don't like when people say you have to see horror movies in the dark. It's like
sometimes it helps.
It helps, but I feel like it should be scary enough, with the lights on. That to me makes a good horror movie that you can see with the lights on and it still fucking creeps you out. Like Alien is fucking. I got fucking creeped out. Even I was watching it in the morning. I was like, fuck.
Like I guess the best experience I have playing. I mean, with anything like horror related.
Yeah.
Does The Walking Dead count? The video game?
I never saw it as horror.
Telltale?
No, I never saw it as horror. I saw it as. I don't know. I feel people call it horror because it's gory, but I don't consider gore horror. Because if that was the case, Gears of War would be considered horror, and it isn't.
It is. Well, the characters say this is a horror. This is horrible. We're seeing body limbs in the floor.
Oh, that's true. I suppose that is, but
The characters say it is.
okay, characters say it is, but it's like a for as mature as it is, it's pretty childish. It's fucking. I guess that's part of the appeal. You can just play, just say fuck it. No, killing monsters ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay, hold on. Oh yeah.
I don't know how you want to answer.
Can we just ending by saying thank you for listening? Oh, like this is the first time ever doing something like this. Well, see you guys.